Alright guys, in this video we're going to be taking a look at this Arctic Sniper that I painted probably 3 years ago, I want to say. So this figure is completely hand painted by myself. I can take 100% credit for that because I remember totally painting this. So what I wanted to do with this minifigure is a couple things. One, I knew I wanted a sniper minifigure, so that's what he has. He's got a, I believe it's an what is that, an M10 or M110 sniper rifle there. And then what I also knew I wanted him to have was a variety of camos. So this guy has some pretty cool camouflages. One, he's got the kind of Arctic blue shirt, I guess it is, but it's a short sleeve, which was, at the time, this was when kind of Flickr was really big, and when everyone would be posting like figure combos. If you guys know what that is, you guys are like the true OGs of the customizing community. So what this was a kind of a take on me doing my own short sleeves. So you can see what I did was I actually took electrical tape, I cut it maybe like a 2 or 3 millimeter strip, and then you can see I did like 2 or 3 of them, and that looks like he rolled up his sleeve, and then I just painted over that blue so it matches his shirt. Now obviously looking at this now, the blue on his arms is a little bit darker than the blue on his chest, and I think that's because the light blue I used on his chest was actually mixed dark blue and white. I think that's what I did to get that effect, and I obviously didn't do that on the sleeves, so that's why there's kind of 2 different shades you can clearly see. But I really like the blue and white camo. I don't know, it has a cool vibrant color, and it just looks really cool. It's very urban like. And then he's got a minifig cat chest rig here with the 4 pouches up front, and I painted those in a olive green color, and then I left the little tabs on the pouches black to give it a little contrast, look like it's the actual buckle. And what I did to this vest, which I saw a lot of people doing on Flickr at the time, was I remember people were cutting the centers out so it looks more like a traditional like a drop down vest versus a plate carrier and a vest. And that was just something no one had at the time, so people were modifying the existing ones. And then if I swivel this around, you can see the other side. This side's kind of getting mangled up from the arm rotating there. And then you can also see the gloves are a good old, what is that, Modern Warfare 3 Ghost? Whatever Modern Warfare that was when that got really popular, whenever Ghost came out. Everyone was doing these skeleton hand gloves, which I think are really cool. Just a really quick way to add some more detail to your figure. All you got to do is take some white paint, or probably even white Sharpie, but paint definitely shows up better, and do the little 3 fingers just to give it that effect. And the white on the black gives it a heavy contrast, which stands out really good. So moving on to the back, nothing too much there. You can see on the belt though, if I get that in focus, I used some more electrical tape. This was black electrical tape. Once again, a very thin strip. This one's probably half to 1 millimeter wide, and then a very long strip that I've wrapped all the way around his hip piece there. If I get this back in focus. And then what I did on the front center was take a white piece of electrical tape and made it look like a little belt buckle. Now I saw a couple people do that, and I used that idea, and I actually think I glued on those pieces of electrical tape, because electrical tape is really not that sticky. It sticks to itself, but it doesn't like sticking to like plastic, for example. So I actually took some super glue, I remember, and I used like a toothpick, and I just put some on the back of that electrical tape for his belt to keep it in place. And then you can actually see on his face, I used a piece of electrical tape. I cut it like a triangle, and I put it on his face to cover up his mouth. And I used a light flesh head there that had some very serious looking eyes, and then a whatever, like a bank robber type beanie hat, and I think that combination looks really good. It might look better if I painted the hat to match something, maybe like the chest, you know, make it blue, or maybe make it all white. But the gray does match his arms that are exposed, so I do think that does look pretty good. And I do think I glued the bandana on as well, just so it wouldn't fall off. And it gives it that fabric feel, because it's not like a solid piece. It kind of has some waves to it, which makes it look really nice. And then the legs are just some dark tan legs that I painted black boots on. And let's see if I can get this in focus a little bit further away for you guys. So you can see the camo pattern down there is, once again, I'm going with a white, and then I'm going with a olive green, and then black. and once again, black matches everything, so I was keeping that theme, and then along with the white to go with his, not only his gloves, but his body there, and then you can see the olive green kind of goes with the olive green. Not only the dark tan and olive green look good, but the olive green goes with his pouches there. But I am kind of breaking one of my rules, which is try to stick with like 2 or 3 colors. This figure has a lot, but I do think the contrast between like the dark tan, the blue, and the gray, and then all the black, I think it just looks really good. I think it's a very well spaced out figure. You know, we have black on the bandana, we have it on the torso, we have it on the hands and the boots, and I think it just flows really good. So I'm curious to see what you guys think. This is an old figure. Like I said, I probably painted this at least 3 years ago, if not maybe 4. Let's see, that I would have been 14. Okay, maybe just 3 years. Maybe I was 15 when I made this. So, or actually no, that's pushing 4 years now because I'm almost 19. Okay, so yeah, it's probably at least 2 or 3 years old. So I'm curious to see what you guys think of it. I still think it's pretty nice. You know, the weapon's pretty basic, just a gunmetal rifle or a sniper there. And then I just painted the black suppressor mag and the scope just to give it some more contrast. It's kind of hard to give a unpainted weapon to a fully painted figure like this. It just, you can't really do that. It looks like it's unfinished if you do that. But overall, I'm very excited with this figure. I might add an ACB 90 to this guy, and I think that would top it off. I think he would look really cool with a tactical knife or something like that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below of this figure. I think it turned out pretty good for being, you know, 3 years old. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of this minifigure. Let me know what minifigure you want me to look over next. And check out last minifigure review. Let's see, where's my finger? Right there. Check out another video there, and make sure you guys subscribe by clicking right there. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day, and tune in for tomorrow's video. Peace out, everyone.